Okay, so if I orient it like this, I can put the cleats over here and fasten it because they sell them online. I did see that they sell them for these Versus Stacks, the independent cleats. It gives me a little bit of space, shelf space, which is cool. And then I realized that the thing I was saying that I needed for these to work, I think I'm good to go because I think that this lip here is going to be enough to hold them in as long as there's a toolbox there. And so you put a second one there, the second one of these, and you're good to go. These are only like 20 bucks a piece or something crazy, like 29 bucks or something. They're not expensive. If you actually go shopping for shelves, like the pull-out drawer, wooden shelves, the roller things alone are worth that much money. So it's a really good deal. So so anyway, I could orient it like that, and then I got a little bit of gap behind there that I can hide things back there, you know, take up the space. Or I can do it this way, but the problem is if I do it this way, I don't know how the hell I'm gonna anchor the thing down because I would have to, I mean, you can't have a cleat on the other side over against the wall. Actually, I could, because I could just have something against the wall that is just, that it slides into, that doesn't actually move. You slide it away and slide it into the wall. Okay, so I spoke too soon. You have the cleat over there. That would keep it from moving forward and backward as well, because it would stick into here. So the only thing I'd have to have is, I'd have to have a strap that keeps this pulled towards the wall. Okay, so I could either do the strap from like here around back, okay, or and then just have, you know, like a little ratchet, or not even a ratchet, just one of those tied, you know, you pull the I can't think of what the fuck it's called, but anyway, you pull the strap and it's got the little vise thing on it that just locks automatic. So I could do that, and then whenever I want to get into the toolbox, I just have to get that one strap loose to be able to open up whatever drawer it's in front of. But even one strap would probably be enough that I'd be able to, I could just mount the one strap right here, okay, and wrap that around. And then as long as there's a cleat, at least one cleat that sticks in over here on the other side, that would keep it from being able to move. And as long as it's tight against the wall, actually I wouldn't be able to mount like that because it would be loosey-goosey like a Crazy 8. I'd have to mount here, which is fine, and bring it around, and same thing on the other side, and then just tighten it up, and boom, it's snug. And then as far as the vertical jump is concerned, the cleat on the one side is keeping it down. And the other thing I was thinking about was having a hook, like a flat, what do you call it? Anyway, a flat bracket hook. I can't think of what it's called. Strap tie-down hook that hooks on there, and it goes back and up underneath the shelf, and you somehow, or maybe you just have something mounted under here where you just tighten it and boom, it's done. But anyway, that's really handy because it locks these into place, and then I can stack these all the way up. And again, you don't have to have tools alone in these things. You could have anything in here. You could have food, you could have a spinach, you know, you could have whatever, you know. And then to get it out, you got to pick it up and give it a twist. And but as long as you have the ones on the bottom always full of things, then the concept works. Okay, so that's that. Kind of interesting. And the other thing I could do is, you know, I could take something like this and do something like that. You see what I'm saying? And fasten to the back of the toolbox. And then just got to be careful not to take off somebody's head when I'm moving the thing around. And you could always attach that to the back of the toolbox, the stack. You know, you have two of them there, and then you just do something like that, or you do it with a board to keep it pretty. But you know, who cares? At that point, you just do one of these, and then you just got to pick them up to get them out of there. Okay, so that's a really efficient way to do these. I mean, these things are just so darn efficient. Okay, so you can see the bottom one. I want to show you something. I actually put that atop the back, board back there. I put it up on top of it now, and now it slides in even further. I can always put a different height board back there. See, that board back there is a little bit taller than the board up here in the front. So I had to tilt it up a little bit to get it up onto that board in the back, so it's actually tilted down as it comes forward, if that makes sense. But since the drawer's locked, it doesn't matter. But you can see the gravity is bringing the drawer out. But if I just go like that, now it's shut again, good to go. So anyway, it's kind of handy because then that kind of breaks up the monotony, because then things back there don't come sliding forward when you hit the brakes. Things up here, you don't have that much stuff up here. You can put a little something to hold things in. Right now what I've been doing is I've just been using a clamp, because I gotta have a clamp in the van anyway. I'm gonna buy some more of these clamps. That's actually my buddy's clamp, I'm borrowing it. But I might just keep doing it like this. I put that clamp there to stop a rattle, and then I realized, oh shit, it stops everything from sliding forward on the shelf also. So I'm gonna probably continue with that principle. Just that's where I keep my clamp. That way, if I have a paddle board or something long that I need to stick in here, I can unscrew the clamp, put the thing on here. I'm gonna have an annoying rattle for the day or whatever if I don't end up putting a screw in there to kill the rattle. But that's what that clamp's doing right now, is it's killing a rattle. And then let's see here. So but you can see, you know, you put something in there on top of that, and that's pretty snug. It's the same concept down here. You have a couple straps that hold it in. You know, something to think about. Okay, so we got the two down here. We got the Klein tools. I mean, you could always still just have the shelf there that holds up the Klein toolbox on this side, and it's between this top shelf and the bottom shelf, and the Klein toolbox just kind of slides in there between the two shelves. Something that's kind of cool, they have backpacks that are hard bottom backpacks that snap into these things. They have tool bags, big tool bags, half the size tool bags. Same thing over here, they got small tool bags, big tool bags. So just really handy these things are. I'm pretty excited that I found these things. I've never messed with them before. This is how I figure things out and make things very space effective. Just kind of talk through it all. And again, this is just to have stuff handy to get to tools and get to whatever. I mean, you can put whatever in these things. You can put your freaking mouse into the drawer. You can put your laptops in there. I mean, it's just a nice, you know what I'm saying? There's people who make adapter plates to go from one to the other. I'd probably have to make my own though, because these are off center and they're not perfectly centered up. Although I could probably move the Craftsman over a little bit and make it so these do center up. I don't know if they have an adapter plate from this up to this. I would think they do it the other way around. They'd probably go from this to this, which is the opposite of what I need. But anyway, that's enough of that video. See ya.